We're still 19 days away from the official start of summer, but believe me, summer is here in the Northwest. It is a gorgeous evening as we get set for the second game of this three-game series between the Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles. And we welcome you one more time. Welcome to beautiful Safeco Field here in Seattle. The M's and the Birds one more time, and let's look at both lineups, Mike.
Thank you, Dave. For the Mariners tonight, one big change in the lineup. You'll see it right away. Ichiro, then Russell Branyan moves up and hits second in the lineup. Beltre, Griffey, Lopez moves up to 5. Bedard dropped down to the 6th spot. Johnson in the line. Chavez back in the lineup hitting 8th. And then Gutierrez is hitting 9th. And now for the Baltimore Orioles, Roberts and Jones, they're the story for the Orioles. They really make things go. You have to keep them off the bases. Markakis, Huff, Mora, Wigington in the lineup tonight. Witters, Reimold, and his Turris is hitting 9th. Take a look at the numbers for Eric Bedard. Fantastic season so far. Look at his ERA, under 2.5. Just 15 walks in the 54 innings pitch. He's really been good this year.
And he hasn't given up more than 3 runs in any of his 9 starts this year.
And in the outfield behind him tonight is Chavez, Gutierrez, and Ichiro, Beltre, Betancourt, Lopez, and Branyan across the infield. And Rob Johnson is behind the plate.
So we're set to play on this beautiful evening as Brian Roberts, the switch-hitting second baseman, steps in against his ex-teammate. And the fastball for a strike. Mike Winters, the crew chief, is the man calling balls and strikes tonight. And a breaking ball inside to the count, 1-1. You think summer's not here? It is 86 degrees. As we begin play here this evening, the humidity is low. It is just a perfect evening. Roberts, a line drive foul. Of course, we are approaching the longest day of the year. And I think that's on the 21st, isn't it, June? The 16 hours of daylight. And just missing outside. I think that's the day they play the midnight baseball game in Alaska.
I think that's right.
With only nature's light. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both ball clubs with identical records up 24 and 28. Baltimore's won 6 of their last 8 games, however. That's going to be out of play. So certainly Roberts making Bedard throw more 2 pitches than he really would like to the first batter, because he's going to be at least an 8-pitch at bat.
I think you also see the confidence that Eric Bedard has in his breaking ball. On a 3-2 pitch, the leadoff hitter Roberts, who threw a nice breaking ball up there. He feels like he can throw up for a strike when he wants to.
And a fastball. That's popped up. And an easy play. Adam Jones scored the only run in the ball game last night. And he led off with a double in the 6th inning off Jared Washburn. Quite frankly, it was a ball that probably should have been caught. There was a fatal 1 step in by Vladimir Valentin, and by the time he made the adjustment to get back on the ball, it was over his head. Nice easy 1-hopper. And Beltre throws him out. Nick Markakis, the left-handed batting right fielder, will be the hitter. Baltimore just so rich in tradition, of course. The home of Babe Ruth. Great baseball city. Played their Memorial Stadium for years and years before really the first of the new stadiums, Camden Yards. And a ground ball, 2-hopper hit right to Branyan, and Russell will underhand and a 10-pitch inning as it ends up here in the first inning. Not bad at all for Bedard. We are underway, and the Mariners are coming up. Season hits record and countless Mariners records. And tonight, Ichiro is poised to break new ground as he looks to break his own record and extend his hit streak to 26 games. Welcome back to Safeco to the bottom of the first on a glorious night for baseball as the man himself steps in. And 11 times during the streak he has had a hit in his first at bat to continue it going. David Hernandez misses high with the first pitch, ball one. And a pop back and out of play. Ryan Zimmerman of the Nationals, of course, had a 30-game hitting streak earlier this year that had baseball a-buzzing. And Ichiro's got the longest since then. And a ground ball toward the hole. Having to hurry his throw. It's Turris, and it's off the glove. Out Ty Wigginton. Now this will be an interesting scoring decision. They've already ruled it an infield hit, the 23rd infield hit for Ichiro, and he does set a new Mariner record. 26 consecutive games, and the fans are giving him an ovation. The 12th time during the streak that he has had a hit in his first at bat. That's amazing. 26 consecutive games. And here is Russell Branyan. Taking a delivery outside, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Hernandez won his Major League debut against Detroit on the 28th of May.
I think this is interesting, having Branyan hit second.
Well, what you've done is back up the two guys that are hitting the ball back to back.
Well, you are, but I would think too, the Orioles have a little bit of a shift on with Pregame. He's not up there to take pitches. He's not up there to move the runner over. He certainly, if he bunts, he's going to bunt on his own. You basically just want him to get some pitches to hit and let him swing away.
3-0 on him. a strike. At AAA at Norfolk this year, Hernandez was 3-1 with a 2.91 ERA, 60 strikeouts in 43 innings. A strikeout pitcher. And a ground ball into right field for a base hit. They had to shift on, which means that Roberts was pulled over toward the hole, and that means that's a pretty easy hit for Russell Branyan. They don't have the shift on. That's a double play.
Take a look at the rest of the Mariners lineup. Hitting third tonight will be Beltre, then Griffey, Lopez, Betancourt hitting sixth. Moving out of the second spot, Johnson, Chavez, and Gutierrez will hit ninth. As Dave was mentioning, Hernandez just recently called up. Pretty live fastball, slider, curve.
24 years of age. Adrian Beltre, the hitter, taking down low and outside, ball one. Mariners already here, and the first two men as many hits as they had in last night's ball game.
Well, as we mentioned, Ichiro's been getting a lot of hits his first at bat, which he does tonight. He moves Branyan up, so everything's working out pretty good up to this point.
Boy, he got a pitch there.
It's a pretty good fastball by Hernandez, 95 miles an hour.
Pretty good slider that time. 1-1. Hernandez, kid out of Elk Grove, California, born in Sacramento. Picked in the 16th round of the 05 June free agent draft, which will be coming up in exactly 1 week. The 09 free agent draft. Mariners will have picks number 2, 27, and 33, and 51, so they have 4 out of the first 51 picks.
Pretty good arm. Hernandez going in the 16th round. A kid that can throw 94, 95 miles an hour.
Can of corn. Foul territory. Wigginton. One down. Junior, the hitter. Junior caught some pine last night with the left-hander Rich Hill pitching. Junior in the 8th inning of the Sunday afternoon game in Anaheim, a double. It snapped a 0 for 22 streak.
Thinking about Ichiro possibly stealing third. Be difficult. You have his tourist, the shortstop, playing right behind him. It's pretty easy for him to sneak up on second base, at least keep him close.
.94-mile-an-hour sinker. He does have some late zip on that fastball.
What's the scouting report on him? Some late life to his fastball.
And he got it. 96-mile-an-hour fastball that time.
Look at this last fastball up in the zone, up around the belt. Real good fastball, 95 miles an hour.
Jose Lopez now the hitter. And a change that time. Probably the toughest pitch to master is that straight change. Here it is. Hit it if you can. 95.
Changeup that he threw was at 77 miles an hour. I think the hardest part, especially for our young pitcher when it comes to the changeup, is keeping his arm speed up. A lot of times you can see him show you the changeup. They'll slow everything down.
And pulled foul. It's picked down there on the second hop. The ball had some zip on it. From 96 to 77. That's a pretty good separation.
Saw a breaking ball at 84 from him.
And a fly ball to left field. And back off the glove of Limo. It goes, and 2 runs are going to score, I believe. Yes. Ball probably should have been caught. Jose Lopez doubles off Rimo's glove. He didn't play it very well. And the Mariners get a couple of runs.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Lopez actually hits this ball pretty hard, but Reinhold, I don't know, he hesitated to go back, and then after he got back, it looked like he was back in pretty good shape, and it goes right off the top of his glove. So the Mariners catch a break, pick up a couple of runs. As you can see, he gets turned around a little bit, turns the wrong way, and has to switch. By the time he gets back, it goes off the top of his glove.
And Yuniesky Betancourt, the hitter, taking high. Raimo playing that ball very similarly to the way Valentine played Adam Jones' ball last night in the 6th inning, where he got the leadoff double and scored the only run of the game. One and one.
The lineup change certainly helped.
So far.
Yeah, you like to see that. Make a change, if nothing else, just to give yourself a different look as a club. Worked out here in the first so far.
Change. Back to that 76-mile-an-hour changeup. That man likes to tinker with his lineup. Reached for that change again and just barely able to make contact. Fouls it back. Yankees smothering Western Division leaders, the Texas Rangers, 12-3 tonight at Yankee Stadium. And a high pop-up. And Mr. Roberts is not commanding his ship. He's catching a pop fly. Here in the first, a couple of runs on 3 hits, and the Mariners take the early lead. They lead it 2-0.
capital of the Northwest.
Well, here we go into the second. Aubrey Huff will lead it off for Baltimore and take the breaking ball outside. Huff is one of 3 Orioles that have any kind of a record against Eric Bedard. Of course, that coming, he was not an Oriole. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Just barely got the inside corner. But when you barely get it, you're going to get those calls from the umpire, too. He's got that good of control. Missed quite a ways with that breaking ball, so the count at 2-1. Again, same pitch. Oh, that's a good pitch.
He's throwing 2 breaking balls at Aubrey Huff. See him flinch just a little bit, catches the inside corner.
And a lazy fly ball for Mr. Gutierrez. One away with Melvin Moradua. Following the Mariners-Padres game on Tuesday, June the 23rd, the first 10,000 fans on exit take home a baseball featuring Edgar Martinez's signature printed on the sweet spot, courtesy of ING Direct. Exit through any of the 4 major gates to pick up this unique collectible. For tickets, you can visit Mariners.com. Melvin Mora, the strike. That's raked fair down into the corner, so Mora is going to make at least a double out of it. That's his pull up there with a 1-out double.
He gets an inside fastball. Moore turns on it. Take a look at it. Didn't hook too much. It's an easy double for him.
Ty Wigginton, the hitter. Low. Wigginton's been around. He's been with the Mets. He's been with the Pirates. He's been with Tampa Bay. He's been with Houston. Slow breaking ball. Original draft choice of the Mets way back in 1998. He also was a high draft choice in the 17th round. Play. Is raw baseball talent right at the amateur level, the high school, collegiate level, the hardest to evaluate of all the major sports?
Yes, I think it is. I think especially high school level. You know, I mean, there's been so many kids, first round picks, second round picks, that a lot of times just because they are such good athletes, they dominate the game. But I think it's much more difficult to project those guys, other than probably that they're tremendous athletes, or even pitchers for that matter. And I think the biggest thing with the pitchers, it's easy to go out and put a radar gun on somebody and say, well, he can throw 94 miles an hour. But can he take the workload of being a professional pitcher? And a lot of those guys, I think they start to throw more, especially high school. You know, those kids, they don't pitch a whole lot. All of a sudden they get in the minor leagues, they have to throw a bunch more, and that's when they run into arm problems. I just think high school kids are much tougher to evaluate.
This is a kid that they have ticketed for a future start of Matt Wieters, the switch hitter. And the count has gone to 2-0 on Wieters. Only has a couple of hits, a double and a triple since being called up. And a runner going to third. The pitch is a strike. No throw to third base. No try by Rob Johnson. So Melvin Mora has his second stolen base. Right in on him. Let's get taking batting practice tonight. He was peppering the ball everywhere.
6'5", switch hitter.
Just 23.
Now, when you start talking about high school and college and projecting those guys, I mean, how many guys have we seen that put up the big numbers really at the AAA level, and it means nothing once you get here.
And a routine ground ball to Beltre, and Adrian will throw out Matt Wieters, still looking for his first Major League RBI. A hit, a man left 90 feet away for Baltimore. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0. Yeah, how about that? The University of Washington, a winner over Florida. They are the NCAA champions. As we look at our out-of-town scoreboard tonight, brought to you by the Washington Lottery, Match 4. So congratulations to the Huskies. Danielle Laurie, another win. I mean, she pitches every day.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yesterday, pitched today. And here is Nolan Remold, the left fielder, taking high and inside, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to count. We are told she threw 600 pitches this week. Remold takes up. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So congratulations to the Dogs. Their second national championship this year. They had a second women's national championship. That pitch is a little dunker down the right field line. It's going to be foul. So the count 2-1. The other championship coming into women's cross country last fall. So the women's program flying high over at Montlake. I have an idea they'll be out here in the next few days being honored at Safeco Field. And that's hit into the gap in left center field. And Remold is going to have it cut off. Or rather, Rob Johnson is going to have it cut off by Adam Jones. And Rob Johnson has himself a double, leading off the second. So again, second consecutive inning, the Mariners get leading runner aboard, the leadoff man.
Rob gets a high fastball. Hits it into the gap for a double. Take a look at it. Pitches up above his belt. Does a nice job of staying on top of it. You know, Adam Jones gets over there in a hurry. Rob runs well for a catcher. I think Chavez will probably drop one down right here. What do you think?
He might. And he is. That back to the mound. And he's thrown out. Nice sacrifice. 1-3. So another sacrifice bunt for the Mariners. That's their 30th sacrifice bunt this year. They lead the major leagues in that department.
Looked like Indy was trying to take that with him. Maybe even try to bunt for a base hit. The bunt was pretty firm back to the mound. Hernandez didn't even look at Johnson going to third.
Look at the defense. The infield is up all the way around now. Franklin Gutierrez. Down low. And a high fly ball that's going to drift and drift and drift back into the seats. Ball at the strike. Red Sox knocking off Detroit tonight 5-1. Yankees continue to play good baseball. As we mentioned, they beat the Texas Rangers, cool their heels. Texas had a great May. They went 20-10 in May. Nice stop by Wieters. Also, the Angels starting a road trip in Toronto, and the Angels were losers, 6-4. Rogers Center tonight.
It'll be interesting to watch the Rangers the rest of the way out now that it's getting warm in Texas. See if their pitching holds up. It's been pretty good so far this year.
3-1. That pitch really got away from David Hernandez. And he lost him. That's the first walk. Always hate to walk that number 9 hitter. But Hernandez has. Grand Slam Family Pack night that's set for tomorrow. That's when the Mariners end this series with the Orioles for as little as $50. $55 to be exact. You can grab 4 tickets, hot dogs, and Pepsi brand soft drinks. You can get your tickets at mariners.com. Ichiro extending that streak to 26 games with the infield hit, leading it off.
And the Orioles move their infield back, set up for the double play. You look at the outfield. Haven't seen Reimold throw, but in center field, Jones and Markakis out and right. Both of them have good throwing arms. So if Ichiro's going to hit a fly ball, he's going to have to hit a pretty good one.
And he pops this one up. That one gets the job done. As Wieters is there. So 2 are down now, and Russell Branyan. Let's see if they put the Branyan shift on again. If we look at his Turris, he is still on the third base side of second. Moving up into shallow right field, Brian Roberts. And there's still a pretty good hole out there between his Turris and Roberts.
Roberts is, I don't know, what do you think? 15 feet out into right field off the cut of the grass.
Branyan belts the ball deep to right field, right down the line. It will be foul. Man alive, that had altitude. It had everything but being fair. Almost hit the foul pole. I'm not sure it might have been over the foul pole.
Would have been pretty close. I'll take a look at the swing of Russell Brand. You can see him stay behind that nice fastball inside.
He watched it all the way. And that's outside, so the count of the ball and the strike. Right up around the shoulders. That's the way I would pitch, Brandon.
Especially if you have a good fastball. That one 95 miles an hour. It's tough for anybody to try to catch up to that pitch. See, it's up out of the zone.
Russell, a high pop-up. And Melvin Moore is going to get out there in shallow left field to make the catch. So the Mariners a bit frustrated here in the second as they had a runner at third with less than 2 outs, but couldn't get him in again, and it's still 2-0. .6 degrees. They'd like to have something nice and warm to go with their cold drink.
Just married. Congratulations to him.
Yeah. Nolan Remold, the rookie left fielder, just recently called up, only appearing in his 18th game, is the hitter. Remold's already hit 5 home runs. Ball 1 to him. Nice change. Pennsylvania kid from Greenville, PA. Still makes his home there. Second round selection in the 05 draft. Got some power numbers. Hit 25 home runs last year with Bowie. The kid 6'4", 205. Full count, 3-2. Kansas City having their problems like the Mariners are, scoring runs. They're getting some pretty good pitching. Certainly every time Zach Greinke goes out there, but they lost again at Tampa Bay tonight. And they're 500. One around. So strike 3. Reimold is gone. And time to have some fun with our Aflac trivia question. I don't know where he comes up with these. Don't ask me, Blow. Don't ask me. Which vote total tally is higher? Bill Clinton in the 96 election or Ken Griffey Jr. in the All-Star vote? Clinton won the re-election against Bob Dole in 96.
Junior in a landslide.
Oh, I like that word. Yeah. I think you're right. I don't know if it's a landslide or not, but I think you're right. Cesar Asturas fouls it right back below us.
Curtis just said that Clinton had over 47 million votes.
What did he hit that year? Two and one. And a breaking ball, a little bit low, ball 3. 3-1 on his toes. I guess one of the more famous quotes in baseball history when Babe Ruth signed his first $100,000 contract, said, hey, President doesn't even make $100,000 a year. He said, President didn't have the year I had. And a strike at the knees. If you could go back in sports and live 1 year way before your time, my time, what year would it be? Wow. Because of what happened in that year. Brian Roberts is the hitter.
I don't know what year it was, but I think it would probably be the year that Babe Ruth hit more home runs than all the other teams combined. When would that have been?
Well, 1927 was when he hit 60. And that is the 1 year that I would like to go back to, when they had Murderers Row.
Right. I would just like to see what the game was like.
Yeah, I would too.
See how they played the game, what the pitching was like.
For some reason, that seems to be the gold standard of baseball teams, the 1927 Yankees. There may have been better clubs, too. Line drive right to third base on the change. Right into the glove of Adrian Beltre. And Brian Roberts is down. 1-2-3 to Story for Baltimore. And it's still welcome back as Adrian Beltre steps in to take the pitch. It spins him around a little bit high and inside from David Hernandez. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. The Mariners finally got a clutch hit with 2 outs and scoring Ichiro from second and Russell Bryan from first and Jose Lopez base hit in the first, and Adrian Beltre starts it off with a clean shot into left field here. Start the third. So the Mariners have had the leadoff man aboard all 3 innings. The answer to our Aflac trivia question: which vote tally is higher, Bill Clinton in the '96 election or Ken Griffey Jr. lifetime All-Star votes? And we were right. Mr. Blowers was not a landslide, however. Jr. a few more votes, a couple 100,000 more votes, 300,000 more votes than Bill Clinton. And here he is, Ken Griffey Jr. stepping up to the plate. This season, Jason Bay of Boston is first. Josh Hamilton of Texas is second in the balloting, and Ichiro is third. But Josh Hamilton, it was revealed that he's probably going to have to undergo surgery for a groin problem, as that pitch has popped up into foul territory in an easy play for Mora. So he might be out 2 months.
It's the second time on the DL, isn't it?
Yes. He was on the DL the first time Texas came through here. Jose Lopez off the glove of Reimold to drive in the 2 in the first inning. It's amazing how much people love Ken Griffey Jr. Here he is, hitting barely 200 and 4th highest total in All-Star balloting. I mean, that's not only Seattle, folks. America just loves Ken Griffey Jr.
Are you surprised by that?
Absolutely not. Not after all the problems with steroids and things like that. And another base hit. Lopez swinging the bat like he did down in Southern California. The throw to third base way offline. And Jose Lopez will go into second base with a double. And again, here we go. Mariner runners in scoring position one more time with only 1 man down. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. One more game here against Baltimore tomorrow. The off day on Thursday. The Twins will come in for their only visit. We'll finish up play with the Twins over the weekend. Then the Mariners off on a rather lengthy road trip to Baltimore. They begin interleague play again in Colorado and then go to San Diego before coming home. Yuniesky Betancourt, the hitter. That'll get the run in. As Uni grounds out to shortstop, Beltre comes in to score. So it's 3-0. Rob Johnson put one into the left center field gap for a double last inning. Too high. And that pitch is hit to deep left center field, but drifting back on it is Reimold to make the catch to retire the side. The Mariners will take the 1. And as we go to the 4th inning of play, the Mariners lead it 3-0.
Up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind.
Ball toward the hole.
So Ichiro establishes another mark. 26-game hitting streak. A new record. And the Mariners have taken advantage of opportunities. They put 3 runs on the board in the first 3 innings. Lead it 3-0 over the Orioles. Here's Adam Jones to lead it off. Dave Sims joining in with Mike Flowers. Good to see the boys jump on the opportunities tonight as opposed to what we didn't see last night.
Well, and I think it was really key in that last inning right there, seeing Betancourt, where, a lot of guys wanted to be patient. Well, I think with the runner on third and the infield is back, why not be more aggressive and hit a ground ball?
Here's a drive deep to left off the bat of Adam Jones into the corner, and it's a fair ball. And he'll ease into second with a double. Adam Jones leads off the 4th with a 2-base hit. His 15th of the year. He's one behind club leaders Markakis and Roberts.
I thought maybe this had a chance to go foul ball. Hooking down the line. Take a look, see how close it is. It's clearly fair. Looks like it hits the 3 just inside the fair pole.
Baltimore will send up Nick Markakis. First time the O's have had their leadoff runner on against Eric Bedard. Ball 1 to Markakis. Been a lot of turnovers since Bedard came over to the Mariners. Markakis, Huff, Moore, and Roberts. The only guys still on the O's club, at least in the starting lineup, that were there when he was last there 2 years ago. There's Adam Jones. And Bedard, the big principals in that trade. Two 2-0 to Markakis. Nick bounced out to Brendan his first time up. Good ball player, led the American League in assists. 17 runners gunned down from his right field spot last year. Breaking ball. It's striking the board for Bedard.
I think watching Eric this year, that's probably been the most impressive thing. His ability to throw that breaking ball when he's behind in the count. He's not afraid to throw it 3-2, and he has a good fastball. At times his fastball 93, 94 miles an hour.
Good look at the coaches watching Bedard. Fastball fouled off. 2-2. Taking his lead at second base is Adam Jones. Bedard very deliberate. Jones will hold his position as Rob Johnson finds the baseball. 3-2. On deck, the DH Aubrey Huff. Sacrifice fly last night scored the only run of the ball game. Mariners have lost the last 2 games by a run. 9-8 and 1-0. Breaking ball fouled off. Mariners with 3 runs on 6 hits, and they've left 4 men on. Orioles have left 1 man. No runs on 2 hits. There's your pitching range for Eric Bedard. Struck out 2. Hasn't walked anybody. 3-2 to Markakis. And that's the first walk issued by Bedard. And now the Orioles mounting something here with the first 2 men on here in the 4th inning. Create your own Mariners collectible using your favorite photos at the photos store on Mariners.com. At 3 easy steps, you can make your very own Mariners memory. Visit Mariners.com today. Here's Aubrey Huff.
Eric threw Huff a bunch of breaking balls his first time up. Started a couple of them right at him. Started to bail a little bit. Eric was able to get some called strikes on the inside corner with his breaking ball. There's a good one.
Strike one to Huff. Huff off 0 for 3 and RBI last night. Good numbers with runners in scoring position. Drive to center field. Gutierrez is watching this one slice away, but he hangs in and makes the catch. Jones retreats. Markakis was about 4/5 of the way to second base. He had to get back to first base. Long first out.
Really a good job by Gutierrez. You can see him. He turns his head. A lot of outfielders will never take their eye off the ball, and he'll actually turn and run to a spot. You saw it early there. That's the reason why he was able to get to it pretty easily. Done a really nice job in center field. Covers a lot of ground.
Bring up Melvin Mora. Doubled down the left field line and stole a base back in the second inning. That 5-game hitting streak ended last night with an 0 for 4. One fastball. Bedard has won 3 games, 2 against the Oakland Athletics, and both of them on the road. Matter of fact, all 3 of his wins have come on the road. The other victory was at the Angels on April 24th. Long hesitation. Bedard at home 0-2 with a 2.00 ERA. So Adam Jones, he led off with a double. Nick Markakis followed with a walk. One down here in the Baltimore 4th. Mariners lead it 3-0. Two-run RBI double for Lopez in the first, and a ground out RBI by Betancourt in the third. Popped up, backing up Lopez. He's got a good angle on it. Makes the play. 2 outs. So Bedard almost out of it. He's got to get Ty Wigginton, the first baseman tonight. He grounded out the shortstop in his first at bat. Ty's been around with the Mets, Pirates, the Astros, and now the Baltimore Orioles. Big breaking ball for strike one. Well, he does have a good one.
It's a great breaking ball. He has a couple of them. That one right there he'll throw early in the count just to get a strike, and then he has a harder one. He can bury it, especially to a right hander, throw it at their back foot. You see him swing over the top of it a lot.
And there with fastball for 0-2. Runners take their lead. Both Jones and Markakis run very well. Got Wigginton 0-2. Line drive right field. Ichiro ranges over, makes the catch. He was all over it. So Bedard sees the first 2 men reach base, and then he retires the next 3. It's 3-0 Mariners.
Seattle Mariners baseball on FSN is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, where there's a world of dining opportunities from gourmet Asian cuisine to the legendary seafood buffet.
Beautiful night here in Seattle. 3-0 Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew. It'll be Andy Chavez, Franklin Gutierrez, and Ichiro against young David Hernandez. Andy laid down a nice sacrifice bunt. Moved Rob Johnson from second to third. That was in the second inning, but the Mariners couldn't get him in. Popped up, playable infield for Melvin Moore. 1 out. One down here in the fourth. Great vistas all around this ballpark. Last night, 16,979. Same neighborhood tonight. Wrap up this series tomorrow, and the Orioles, they make a return visit in July. 6, 7, and 8 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Hernandez drops in a breaking ball for a ball. The word on Hernandez, always been a strikeout guy. Simple, aggressive approach to his pitching, pounding the strike zone like just about all the young pitchers that are coming up through the Baltimore system these days. The 1-0. Gutierrez could be followed by Ichiro. Franklin walked in his first at bat. Fastball sent to right field. Easy play for Markakis. Coming over towards the line. 2 outs. 2 outs back to the top of the order and bring up Ichiro. The excitement of Portland Beavers baseball. It returns this Saturday night on FSN. Beavers doing battle with the Reno Aces in AAA Pacific Coast League matchup. Live coverage comes your way beginning at 7 p.m. right here in FSN and FSN HD. So quick 2 outs on 5 pitches. Here's Ichiro. Got an infield hit. Extended its hitting streak to a team record 26 games. It breaks his previous mark set 2 years ago. Tries to slip one by Melvin Moore, but it's foul. Here's the 1-1. Well, he thought about it. Did not go. 2-1. 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the third for the Mariners. Left 4 men. The 2-1 Ichiro. Popped up. 2-hour right. 2-2.
It was pretty interesting watching Hill last night. Now Hernandez tonight. How both of them get way over on the mound. Look, you can see he's barely touching it, and Hill was on the other side doing the exact same thing last night.
Base hit for Ichiro. 2 for 3. And on the season, that's hit number 71. Got his batting average up to 357.
That's another opposite field. He had an infield hit his first time up, and then he just punches a little line drive into left field.
Take a look at the Firestone leaderboard, and Ichiro making his presence felt. In the American League batting average 357. He's up to 3rd. Started the day 4th. Bartlett, Euclid, Cabrera, then Ichiro. Now he's 3rd. Russell Branyan, a base hit and a pop out to 3rd. He hit one of the longer foul balls you'll ever see in this ballpark. Off the face of the restaurant.
He was standing at home plate like he knew it was going to be foul from here. It looked like he had a chance to maybe hit the pole.
Runner goes. And Wieters has to go off his glove. So Ichiro with a stolen base, his 9th of the year, 9 out of 13. So another runner in scoring position here for the Mariners.
The way Russell's swinging the bat, turn him loose on the 3-0 pitch. Gets a good fastball he wants to take a hack at, let him go.
3-1.
It's a good pitch on the outside corner.
Yes, Russell's when was the last time he batted in the 2-hole? It's hit a few years ago in Cincinnati, just for a couple of occasions, nothing much. Don Wakamatsu trying to maximize his ability here as he swings through that one. 3-2.
Good changeup on the 3-1 pitch.
Ichiro with great speed at second. 2 outs, full count to Brennan. 3-2 from Hernandez. Struck him out. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 4th. They get a man in scoring position. Can't bring him home. They have left 5 men on, but have a 3-0 lead.
FSN, The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
3-0 Mariners middle game. 3-game set with the Baltimore Orioles. And you can see some of with the great design here at Safeco Field. The sun can pop in at some strange angles. You saw Beltre flinch earlier in the game, catching a line drive. Matt Wieters will lead it off. Danielle Laurie and the Washington softball team, which about an hour ago won the national championship. They're going to be here on Friday. They'll throw out the first pitch. It'll be when the Minnesota Twins come to town. Ball and a strike to one of the top prospects in all of baseball, Matt Wieters. Talked to Adam Jones for radio pregame show, and he spoke well of this young man. He said he didn't come in with a know-it-all attitude. Matter of fact, he's been a leader with, and it has worked out really well. He's blended in very well with his personality to the fellas on this ball club. Line drive just out of the reach of Uni to the gap, cut off by Indy, and Chavez gets it back in quickly. Base hit for Wieters.
Gets a breaking ball out over the plate and hits it hard up the middle. Indy Chavez again does a nice job getting the ball in quickly. That's one of the things when Adam first came up here in Seattle is he had the same type of attitude as far as wanting to learn. And I mean, a lot of guys, him being a first-round pick and a lot of hype with him. He was great when he was up here.
There's Nolan Reimold. He's one of their youngsters they've brought up through the system. Good hitter. He's had his troubles the last 2 days in left field. He brings some outstanding hitting credentials. Pitch from Bedard, breaking ball, swung on it, foul off. Reimold, couple of hits last night, 2 for 3. Reimold had one stretch late in the month of May where he hit homered in 3 consecutive ball games. Those are to keep readers close. This young man last year, an all-star in the Eastern League, AA Bowie, Maryland. Big offensive producer. Swing and a tip into Rob Johnson's glove. 1-2. Mariners looking for the first double play tonight. Turned 2 last evening.
It's been a long drought for the Orioles, but you have Wieters over at first. This young man hitting at the plate. There's some young talent.
They're really raving about their pitchers too. Chris Tillman, part of that Bedard trade, racking up some good numbers. It's Hernandez kid making a second start tonight.
I like his arm. 95 miles an hour. Pretty good idea on the mound.
Strike 3 call. Reimold is gone for the second time. He's been caught looking. Third strikeout for Bedard.
Looks like a fastball on the inside corner. Locks him up a little bit. You can see him backing away from him, but it looks like a pretty good pitch.
So Eric Bedard trying to get his first win here at Safeco Field in 2009. He's 0-2. 2.00 ERA. 3-0 on the road. Smacked the other way by Cesar Turris. He struck out looking in the third. Good ball players, been around. Dodgers, Cardinals, now the Orioles. His brother that plays with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. 0-1. Bouncing ball, Uni on the hop. Shovels to Lopez for 1. That's all he'll get. So 2 down, back to the top of the order. Brian Roberts and hey, Little Leaguers, get ready for Mariners Water Bottle Day on Sunday, June 7th. Mariners are going to meet the Twins, and all kids 14 and under going to take home a Mariners water bottle courtesy of Pepsi and QFC. So make sure you get your tickets right now at Mariners.com. Brian Roberts popped out to Betancourt, lined out hard to Beltran. Runner goes. A throw by Rob Johnson. There is no throw. Stolen base. Turris is now 9 for 9.
No chance for Rob. He just took off on the first movement, it looked like. A lot of times base runners will guess. You can see him take off right away. Even with a slide step, that would have been tough for Rob to throw him out. So he guessed right.
Count evens at 1-1. Roberts, switch hitter. Always at the top of the board, the leaderboard for this Oriole ball club and in the American League. 0-4 yesterday. One and 2.
They had Roberts traded about 5 different times last year before the deadline. Remember, I think the last one, the one that seemed the most serious was to the Cubs.
That was so close, and then there was all kinds of negotiations. He wound up signing a deal with the Orioles. Swing and a miss, and Roberts is gone. Cade on a 1-2 pitch. Bedard gets rid of his former teammate, and a runner stranded at second base. 4 strikeouts for Bedard. He's got a 3-0 lead. Mariners with 3 early runs have a 3-0 lead on Baltimore. Time now for the Banner Bank building to the future, and we check out High Desert third baseman Alex Liddy this season. 360, 13 home runs, a great OPS, and he became the 5th minor leaguer to reach 50 RBI. So he's off to an outstanding start. Big breaking ball. First pitch to Beltre, ball 1. It'll be Beltre, Griffey, and Lopez, 3, 4, and 5 against David Hernandez. To left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. 2 for 3 night for Beltre. If it's going to left field. That'll bring up Ken Griffey Jr., who's 0 for 2.
Ball gets in on the hands of Adrian Beltre. Just kind of fights it off in the left field. Mariners now, let's see, all 5 innings. No, just the 4th inning. The other 4 innings, they've had the leadoff hitter on. Been able to score in a couple of those innings.
If there's one thing learned from the loss Sunday in Anaheim, the 9-8 heartbreaker, you can't have enough runs. Griffey is struck out and fouled out to Melvin Moore, the third baseman. Took a lot off of that pitch. 1-1.
Junior's first couple times up, all he was seeing was 2-seam fastballs from Hernandez, everything away from him.
Foul. Ball and 2 strikes. You can see why they like this young Hernandez. They're good stuff. Sacramento, California. Straightaway center field. Back goes Adam Jones. Not going to get it. One hop off the fence. Here comes Beltre. They'll hold him there, and Ken Griffey Jr. slides in with a double. So the Mariners get the first 2 on here in the 5th inning, and Jr. bombs one to center field. And for Jr.'s 6th double of the season.
Another fastball out over the plate. Jr. hits it on a line. I think Adam Jones was fooled by it. He didn't get back in enough time to catch up to this one. A little hesitation, and Jr.'s able to hit it over his head.
First 2 men aboard. Nobody out. Here's Lopez. Doubled in 2 runs back in the 1st and doubled again in the 3rd. Called strike both times. Double to left field. Jose got his RBI total up to 28. Extends his club lead. Stopped by Wieters, 1-1. Mark Hendrickson starting to throw. Steve Tremblay in his 2nd year. Skipper for the Orioles. Here comes Beltre on contact. That ball goes foul.
It's like a breaking ball. Lopez out in front of it, kind of cues it off the end of the bat. Orioles play their infield back. Ground ball up the middle and score a run.
So Lopez 1st and 2nd against David Hernandez. Lopez the RBI leader for the Mariners. Pitch. It will hold up. They checked down first base umpire Tony Randazzo. Said he didn't go. 2-2. Great spot here for Lopez and the Mariners. 3-0 lead, looking to build. Ground ball to the shortstop. Beltre's going to score. Lopez thrown out, another RBI, a 3 RBI night for Jose Lopez. He's got 29 on the season. It's 4-0 Mariners. One out here in the 5th with Griffey still at second base. Bedard drove in a run. It's a ground out back in the 3rd, his last at bat. Ball 1.
I think with nobody out, you'd like to see Jose Lopez hit that ground ball to the other side, but with 2 strikes, do what you can just to get the run in. We saw in Anaheim, and then of course last night, you guys not being able to pick that runner up tonight. The Mariners have done a better job of that.
Fly ball. Adam Jones took a step in, retreats, gets set up for the throw. Junior will not test him. Adam Jones has a really good arm. John T-Bone Shelby, their first base coach, was telling me about how hardworking Adam Jones is. During batting practice, he was out in right field and promised, this was in Washington, and promised a young man a ball. It would be the equivalent here in this ballpark to around the Boeing sign in right center field above the fence. So he came back in a dugout and he said, "You're not going to do that, right?" He says, "I'm not going to look. I don't want you to get me fired." Jones picked up a ball from the dugout, threw it over the fence at his fan out in right field.
We just about did it right there.
Yeah.
Threw it all the way to the coach's box in the air.
It does have a good arm. Rob Johnson, 1 for 2. 17,978 on hand here tonight. There's a strike to Rob Johnson. 1-1. Griffey's at second. Good start to this inning. All at 2 strikes.
Hernandez starting to throw more breaking balls, a lot of fastballs. First couple of innings. Now he's going back to more change-up breaking ball.
One and 2 to Johnson. Bouncing ball back up the middle as Torres throws. Got him. Nice play. Mariners do pick up a run. They lead one. And the Mariners through 5 now have a 4-0 lead. Seattle Mariners baseball on FSN is brought to you by Sterling Savings Bank, now more than ever. And by Les Schwab, celebrating over 50 years of pride in performance. Good baseball game going on, and a lovely tea party going on at Lookout Landing. Not bad. Nice putt. And there it is right up there behind the left field stands. Top of the left field stands. Very nice. Here's Adam Jones to lead it off. Jones with a ground out to third and a double to left field. .1-0 from Bedard in there for a strike. How about the continuing development of Adam Jones? The numbers this year are outstanding. 6th in the American League going into tonight's game. 5th in slugging, 2nd in runners in scoring position, 1st in batting against right-handers. He's got 4 assists, and he's tied with Markakis atop that list. So it is on now. This kid is coming of age. And coaching staff said as good as the numbers are right now, he's still got plenty of room to grow. He said he's even been better than those numbers indicate. There's a swing and a miss, and Jones goes down swinging. Bedard's 5th strikeout, 2nd in a row.
Pretty simple. Eric just climbs the ladder on Adam, goes to the top of the strike zone. Can't catch up to that good fastball. 93 miles an hour right by him.
Next hitter's Nick Markakis. Big breaking ball for strike. Given how he's throwing, if you're a hitter, what pitch do you try to eliminate? What do you try to look for?
I don't think you can eliminate his breaking ball or his fastball because he's able to throw them both for strikes. Which makes it so difficult. We've seen the guys, and the other thing that Eric has really done a good job of this year is having a real good feel of what guys are looking for, and a couple of breaking balls here to Markakis. He can either expand the zone off the plate away or try to bust him inside.
One with the curveball at the Union, a heartbeat. Good throw, 2 down.
And the other thing he does, I think, especially with the right-handed hitters, is he gets a couple of breaking balls early in the count, and then he'll lock you up with a fastball inside. And his command of his heater has been really good tonight.
80 pitches. Through 5 2/3 innings. Brings up Aubrey Huff. Huff is twice flied out to center field. High heat beats him. Boy, Huff has really been hitting the ball straight away. They had a sac fly to center last night. Went to right center, deep ball that was tracked down on the track by Gutierrez, and then today 2 long fly balls to center field.
He's going to get his fill of left-handed pitching. Last night Washburn was really good again, and Bedard tonight, and then Vargas going tomorrow.
I believe the Orioles next stop after that, they'll see a left-hander, so it's going to be, they get 4 straight nights left-handed pitching. Swing and a miss by Huff. They go to Oakland on Friday. They'll see another left-hander there. Dallas Braden. Bedard's got Huff 1 and 2. Five strikeouts, 1 walk for Eric tonight. The 2-2 to Huff. Full count.
Throwing them all fastballs up in the zone.
On deck hitters Melvin Mora. With Rob Johnson and company come back with against Huff. American League D8 Silver Slugger Award winner last year. .3-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Got him. Huff knew it. 1-2-3-6 for Bedard. His 6th strikeout. And he is rolling. Mariners lead it 4-0. Del Mar, home of the $4.99 Mondo Burrito. By Metropolitan Appliance, the only appliance store you'll ever need. Now open on Sundays. By Lithia, a better car buying experience starts at lithia.com. And by Whitmer, Ordinary Brothers Extraordinary Beer. Andy Chavez, he's leading off here in the 6th. Sacrifice bunt and a ground and a pop out, trying to extend his hitting streak to 5 games. Nice play down at first by Wigginton. He'll take it himself. 1 out.
This gets by Wigginton. That's a double. He hits it pretty hard. Take a look at it. Really nice play. That ball comes up on him a little bit. Nice play. Otherwise, that's an easy double for Chavez.
Wigginton used to play third base.
He just played a little second base, too.
Played some second. Ball 1 to Gutierrez. Goody with a walk and a fly out to right. Two and 0.
Looks like Hendrickson's up again in the pen. And then you look at Hernandez, 87 pitches.
One of the things the Oriole people are very proud about is their starters have been getting deeper into games. It's really shortened up their bullpen, not put too much of a strain on the fellas out there. Dave Tremblay, 20 years he toiled as a minor league manager until he got a spot chance a couple of years ago. There's a foul ball.
Be nice to get Franklin going again. He was off to a pretty good run there for a while, and lately it's been difficult. There you go.
Right over the head of Brian Roberts. Cut off nicely by Jones, and a hold Gutierrez to a 1-out single. Let's take a look at what Ichiro's done the last 3 days, and it's been outstanding.
They sprayed the ball all over the place. Take a look. Looks like it's down in Anaheim. And of course, last night, double, ends up on third base. Again, the thing about him is he's starting to hit the ball harder. He ends up with an infield hit his first time up tonight, but his third time he ends up getting a solid base hit into left field again and swinging the bat pretty well.
So Ichiro, 66 points. He's raised his batting average over the course of the hit streak, and Mark Hendrickson, Coog, is coming into the game. Is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. And by Money Tree. Visit moneytreeinc.com for a location near you. Money Tree, choices are good. Beautiful night here in Seattle. The weather this week, stellar. Supposed to continue for another few days. Look forward to enjoying that. The pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles, 6'9" left-hander Mark Hendrickson. Mark played 4 NBA teams: the Sixers, the Kings, the Nets, and the Cavaliers. Second-round pick of the Sixers out of Washington State University. He's been with Toronto, Tampa Bay, the Dodgers, Florida, and now Baltimore. What, 7-8 in 36 games last year with Florida, an ERA at 5.45. Ichiro 2 for 3 tonight. Club record 26 game hitting streak. Down low. Hendrickson holds the distinction being the 12th athlete to play in the major leagues and the NBA. Some guys off, let's see, off the top of my head: Dave DeBusschere, Danny Ainge, Gene Conley, Ron Reed, and name a few. To his tourists, goes to Roberts for 1. They will not get Ichiro at first base. 2 down. Ichiro reaches. So what do you think of Watts moving the big fella into the 2-hole?
You know, when I first saw it today, I wasn't sure what to think of it, other than the fact that Russell's been swinging the bat well. He's your power guy, and one thing it's going to do for sure is probably get him another at bat every game. And then the other thing is you have Ichiro, who we've been talking about with the hitting streak, and he's been out in front, and the numbers of him, how many times he's been getting on base but not scoring, is not good for the Mariners. But Russell's been one of the guys that's been one of the hotter hitters. And then lastly, just making a change, switch things up a little bit. And, you know, Russell's comments about it is he's done a little bit of it and doesn't mind it, likes hitting in the first inning, so why not?
Right, the thing Watts said, hey, don't change a thing. We just moved you up a couple spots. Don't change a thing you're doing.
Try to get one more at bat out of him if you can't hit him in second.
Two outs with Ichiro at first base.
And the nice thing for him is it worked out right away in the first inning. Mariners scoring a couple of runs, and Ichiro and Brandon were the ones that scored. A couple of base hits to start the game. You never know. I mean, you can't predict anything like that, but psychologically that's a good thing, especially when Lopez comes up with the big base hit to drive in a couple of runs.
I think the breathing was a lot easier getting those 2 runs in the first inning.
And I just think, again, it just gives you a little bit different look, and hopefully it'll jumpstart your offense.
Hendrickson wanted no part of Brandon. 2 outs, 2 on. Now that's a postcard. Beautiful shot.
The weather's supposed to be gorgeous all week. Come on out to the ballpark. Let the house cool down a little bit.
True. Gotta love it being out here in Seattle this time of year. It's 5 to 9 and it's still quite bright. 2 out, 2 on for Beltre. Adrian single to left field his last 2 times up, and he scored. Betancourt ground out RBI, and a Lopez ground out RBI. In there for strike 1-1. Mariners have banged out 10 hits. They get 4 runs on the board. They get a couple of men on base right now. Goes the other way. Base hit. Right field. Markakis can really throw. Here's the play at the plate for Ichiro. It's cut off. RBI, and they throw to third, and they get Brandon there. Inning over. But Beltre, base hit, picks up the RBI, and the Mariners have a 5-0 lead. Good for Beltre. 3 consecutive hits. Adrian, a 3 for 4 night. Orioles, middle game of a 3-game set. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew. And boys picking up a wonderful shot there. Still bright blue skies above us here at Safeco Field. And it is, what, 8:57, 8:58 Pacific time. Eric Bedard now has got a 5-run lead. First pitch strike to Melvin Mora leading off the 7th. Mora, Ty Wigginton, and Matt Wieters.
Eric's in great shape with his pitch count. 87 pitches, 58 strikes, just 29 balls.
Bedard his last time out, May 27th at Oakland, went 6 2/3 through a 108 pitch outing. He won that game. He left the game with the score 4-1 Mariners. They went on to win it 6-1. 1-1 to Mora. Changed speeds on him very nicely. 1-2. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk tonight for Bedard.
Sure makes things a lot easier on the manager. The Mariners, nice job offensively tonight, continuing to add on to that early lead. 2 runs in the first, and just keep adding a run to it. Makes it easier to decide on what you're going to do with your pitchers. Maybe stretch them out a little bit longer. Rest your bullpen if you can.
Swing and a miss, and Mora's gone. Strikeout number 7. That's 2 in a row, 3 out of the last 4 hitters. So 1 down here in the 7th inning. Friday, the Mariners are going to welcome the Twins to town. It's also the 10th annual Collector Train Car Night. It's presented by Pepsi and Fred Meyer. First 20,000 fans take home a 10th anniversary car that celebrates a decade of baseball at Safeco Field. For your tickets, visit mariners.com/train. Ty Wigginton fouls off a breaking ball. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Orioles start today last place in the American League East, 6.5 behind the Yankees. And checking the scoreboard in that division, Yankees win tonight, so did Boston, so did Toronto, so did Tampa Bay. Texas lost to the Yankees. The Angels lost this evening, so the Mariners can pick up a game. Wigginton set, so is Bedard after a little delay. Beauty. He's got Wigginton 0-2. Bedard did not strike anybody out in the first 2 innings. Then he comes back with 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th, and 1 here in the 7th as Wigginton fouls one off. Wiggy at first base tonight. Aubrey Huff played there last evening. Tonight Huff is the DH. The 0-2. Bedard, who came over to big trade before the 08 season. Spent a lot of time on the DL last year. A hip problem, shoulder problem. Missed the start this year, but been healthy. And he comes in with a 3-2 record, 2.48 ERA. He's 2-2.
And since he's been pitching this year, he's been amongst the league leaders in ERA and strikeouts the entire time.
He starts the day 4th best ERA in the American League. Full count to Wigginton. Breaking ball. Beltre can't get it. It's a good top spin. Got by the diving Beltre for a base hit.
He's had a number of 3-2 counts tonight. And typically he's come back with a breaking ball, and that's what he throws Wigginton, who pulls it in the hole. Looked like he hit right on the cut of the grass, kind of flattened it out a little bit on Adrian, so he wasn't able to get down in time to get it. I'm not sure he would have been able to get there anyways, but when he hit the cut of the grass and flattened out on him, he had no chance.
There's Matt Wieters, 1 for 2, base hit to left his last time. Mariners with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. Look out. 1-1.
Next pitch will be 100 for Eric, and with that, looks like Sean White gets up in the Mariner pen.
White has been very, very, very good. Foul out of play. Matt Weeder, switch hitter. Born in Charleston, South Carolina. Lives in Goose Creek. John Wakamatsu enjoying watching his left-hander throw a very good ball game. 4-hit shutout. Kenji Jojima, there were some reports that his return was imminent, but not the case. They don't want to rush anything. They want to put that toe fracture in jeopardy. 2-2. Baseball America's Player of the Year last year, this young man, Matt Wieters. Bedard wanted that, but count goes to 3-2.
A pretty good pitch, tied him up. Wieters wasn't going to be able to do anything with that. So Reimold on deck.
Bedard struck out 7. 3-2 to Wieters. Walked him. Second walk tonight issued by Eric Bedard. Orioles mounting a threat right now as we take a look at the Quest high-speed pitch of our starters tonight. Hernandez at 96, Bedard at 94.
Well, Eric's up over 100 pitches now, and the Orioles are working their way through the third time in the lineup. It looks like already they're starting to lay off a couple of those high fastballs that they were swinging at earlier in the game.
Reimold has struck out looking twice tonight. Fouls one off his foot. 0 for 2. Orioles 6.5 back starting today behind the Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, and Tampa Bay. American League East. All the teams above them have won tonight. Reimold's 0-2. 1 out, 2 on.
Reimold looks like he's having a tough time dealing with Eric's breaking ball. He still has a pretty good one. Nice bite to it at 105 his pitch count now. So Don Wakamatsu would really like to see a double play ball and get him through this inning and turn it over probably to the bullpen for the last couple.
Longest stint by Bedard this year, 8 1/3 at Oakland, his second start back on April 12th. There's Rick Adair, pitching coach. Be pleased with what he's seen tonight. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Long look. Bedard's ready. Missed. 2-2. Sure, Bedard really would like to get this baby over with as well. He's got Wigginton at second, Wieters at first. 2-2. Up highs, run a full count.
It looks like he still has pretty good stuff. His fastball's about the same, 92 miles an hour. Good bite on his breaking ball, but his command starting to leave him a little bit. Indication he's getting tired. 110 pitches is about right for Eric. Somewhere between 100 and 110, it seems like, for him.
Third consecutive full count. Fourth of the last 5. The 3-2 hit foul. Bedard on his career has got one complete game. That was with Baltimore 2 years ago when he went 13-5 with a 3.16 ERA. Complete games of our youth, a thing of the past, to say the least. Do it again. 3-2. Down the right field line, foul. Reimold's at bat continues. Pitch number 8 forthcoming. Bedard trying to go 7. Last time he went this far, May 5th. Got a no decision at Texas. Off the fist, fouled off.
Well, the Orioles certainly making him work. You see 25 pitches, by far his highest pitch count in the game so far in this inning.
And the 111 is a season high, besting the 110 he threw at Minnesota on May 10th. He might be riding on fumes here, trying to get out of this inning with 2 on and 1 out. Lost him, bases loaded. Back-to-back walks. And walks up on the top step, consulting with Ty Van Berkeley. See if he comes to get him 3rd walk, and he will. So bases loaded. Cesar Izturis is the hitter. We'll have a new pitcher. Shaun White, 5-0 Mariners. Is loaded. Mike, you're on for Rally Friends.
We're trying to kill a rally right now for the Orioles, so I like this sign earlier. Full of young people just married at the ballpark.
Right to the left of home plate.
Well, let's hope the Mariners can get a quick double play ball.
So Kimberly and Garrett from Vancouver, Washington. They got married on Saturday.
Congratulations. Thanks for coming out.
Eric Bedard is done after 6 1/3. He threw 112 pitches, 71 for strikes. New pitcher, Shaun White. Shaun White, very dependable thus far out of the bullpen. 11 outings, scoreless, and the helmet collection continues to grow out in the bullpen. This helmet right here, Mark Lowe was wearing that during pitcher's batting practice today. Told that John Wetland is building a handsome collection. I think they're very inspired by, what was it, that Spartans movie that was out recently? Got a pinch hitter, left-handed hitter. That movie called 300. Luke Scott's going to pinch hit, and he is a good one. So Sean White's got to be careful. Bouncing ball.
It's almost like getting off the mound.
Run scores. They get the out. Scott brings in a run, and that's the second out. Scoring on the play was Wigginton, and moving up, Wieters to third, and we get Reimold to second. Top of the order, Brian Roberts, 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for 7 in his 2 games. Strike one to the switch hitter. The 0-1. Prior to that run scoring, Sean White had stranded 12, 14 inherited runners.
That's a great number for a relief pitcher.
Fourth in the American League. Two and one to Roberts. Now 3-1. Pitch away from loading him up for Adam Jones. See what he comes back with here. There are your runners. 3-1 to Roberts. Fouled off. 3-2. 2 outs, 2 on here in the 7th. Mariners 5-1.
I think Sean, since he was recalled to where he's at right now, I think his fastball's velocity has gotten a lot better, and there's really good sink to his fastball. His two-seamer is pretty good pitch to left-handers.
3-2 to Roberts. Knocks it down. Grabs it, throws over. Inning over. So they give up just the 1 run. And the spirit of the 300 lives in the bullpen. It's 5-1 Mariners. Industries and Associated General Contractors, reminding you that if you work safe, you're home safe. 5-1 Mariner lead, bottom of the 7th here at Safeco. This is the middle game of a 3-game set. First of 2 visits by the Orioles here to the great Pacific Northwest. Ken Griffey Jr., Jose Lopez, and Yuniesky Betancourt. Jr. looks at a strike from Mark Hendrickson. Hendrickson came on to finish out the 6th inning for the starter David Hernandez. Jr. with a double to center field last time up. Robert Andino is the new shortstop. Takes over for Izturis, who's pinch hit for by Luke Scott. And then Luke Scott comes in. He takes Nolan Reimold's place. Ball and 2 strikes to Ken Griffey Jr. 2-2. Drives it deep to left field. Long run for Scott. He's going to watch it bounce into the corner. And an easy double by Ken Griffey Jr. at 2 for 4 night. His 2nd double tonight.
It's like a fastball up and out over the plate. Jr. stays on top of it. Hits it down in the corner. Scott just came in the game. He's over in left center field. Ball stays fair. Short hops the fence.
Nice.
Mariners with another leadoff hitter on. Good job of that tonight.
Up high to Lopez. Lopez having a fine night. 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in.
See if he can hit a ball hard the other way and move Jr. over.
One 1-0. Hendrickson. Does go right side but foul. Jr. a couple of doubles tonight. He's got 7 on the season. Team leader is Brandon with 13. Right side again, out of play.
You can see him trying to do the right thing. Hit it the other way as Albers gets loose out in the pen. Slow breaking ball. He tried to hit the other way. That one was a fastball.
Lopez, the team RBI leader, has got an opportunity to pick up another 1-2. Nice job by Jose to hold up. Lopez has had his share of big moments this season. Batting average .233. He has brought it up substantially in the last few days. Goes the other way. Backhand Wigington throws over to Hendrickson, and Lopez does his job. Moves Griffey to third, down 1 out.
Should be high fives all around for Jose Lopez. See him stay on top. Look at the way he pulls his hands in tight to his body, just trying to shove it over to the right side. Does a really nice job. See where Wigington was playing, a little bit of a hole in the right side, a little bit harder. He might have been able to sneak it through there. There you go. Get your high fives. Now Betancourt has an RBI in the game. The Orioles are going to bring their infield up now.
Dave Tremblay on the left. Betancourt doing a good job with runners in scoring position.
Wieters is out there just to buy some time for Albers to get loose. Tremblay's staring out the pen, waiting for the hat to come off the top of the head, see if he's ready.
Not quite ready. Infield in tight.
Oh, here he comes.
The time is called. Here comes Dave Tremblay. He's going to make a pitching change. Bringing a right-hander to face Betancourt. Runner at third, 1 out. Mariners have a 5-1 lead. Bedcourt's going to have an opportunity to get a second RBI of the night when we come back. Six and a third innings in his outing tonight. 112 pitches. Nice job this evening, striking out 7.
Eric was really good tonight. You see a good breaking ball from him. He's able to throw that pitch for a strike anytime he wanted. Dots a fastball in the outside corner. Comes back on the inside, locks up another right-handed hitter. Really good stuff out of Eric Bedard tonight.
There he is, getting Aubrey Huff. Here's Melvin Mora going down swinging. So overall for Eric Bedard, 6 and a third, a 4-hit ball, 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts in 112 pitches, 71 for strikes. New pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles is Matt Albers. Picked up a loss on Saturday against Detroit. There are his numbers. ERA very high at 5.63. He was acquired from Houston with Luke Scott and Dennis Serfate in that Miguel Tejada trade in December of 2007. Uni with the infield in, runner at third, drive to left, and that'll get out of play. Strike 1.
He picked up an RBI on a ground out to short earlier in the ball game, and right now that's not going to work. The Orioles infield playing up at this point.
5 runs on 12 hits for the Mariners. No errors. A run on 4 hits for Baltimore. Rick Tremblay with his pitching coach Rich Krenitz. Bouncing ball right to Moore. 2 down. Adam Ball does not get that run in, so now it's up to Rob Johnson. 2 outs, runner at third. So Rob tonight, he's doubled to left center field, flied out to left and grounded out to short. Rob 1 for 3 tonight, got his batting average from 186 up to 191. No homers, 8 runs batted in. Ball 1 from Matt Albers.
Albers looks like he has a pretty good 2-seam fastball. Threw a couple of sinkers to Bedcourt, and that first pitch to Rob was inside. Pretty good movement running in on his hands. Going back in there again.
Down low. Pride of Montana, Rob Johnson. Ken Griffey Jr. at third. Leadoff double. Moved to third on a ground ball right side by Lopez. Johnson trying to pick him up. Albert's out of Houston, Texas, lives in Sugar Land, Texas. 0-6 with the Astros, 0-2, 0-7, 4-11. Baltimore last year 3-3 with a 3.49 ERA. Indy Chavez, he's on deck. 3-0 the count. A 4-pitch walk to Rob Johnson. So runners at the corners now for Indy Chavez. Tomorrow night, make sure you join us for the finale of this 3-game set with the Baltimore Orioles. Jason Vargas will face the Birds for the first time in his young career. Live coverage. Safeco Field begins at 6:30 p.m. on FSN and FSN HD. Don't forget Friday, Washington softball team, national champions. Danielle Laurie and company, they'll be here Friday. Be honored before the game against the Minnesota Twins.
Wigginton's going to play behind Rob Johnson. Melvin Moore playing back a little bit. Chavez can bunt.
Ball 1 to Indy. Sacrifice. Popped at third. Ground out to first. 0 for 2. Van Berkeley, the bench coach. Don Wakamatsu's right. Breaking ball for strike 1-1 to Indy. Chavez had pretty good road trip, 7 for 18. Included a home run. 1-1. Johnson takes off. No throw. Ball 2 to Indy Chavez. Indifference. No stolen base for Rob Johnson. 2 on the pond here, though, for Indy. 5-1 Mariners. Three and 1. On deck is Franklin Gutierrez. Good spot here for Indy. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball. 3-2.
Albers not afraid to throw the breaking ball there. If he misses with it, he has first base open, and he'll get the right-hander, and Gutierrez coming up next.
Here we go. 3-2. Tap right side. Wigginton, foul ball.
Throw another breaking ball.
Of the scores, Minnesota beat Cleveland 4-3. Oakland takes out the White Sox 5-0. It's the only game remaining in the American League on the board. 3-2 to Chavez. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball and a good one. Mariners lead 2. 5-1 as we head to the 8th here at Safeco.
Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment and dining destination.
Beautiful night for baseball here at Safeco Field. Glad you could join us, everybody. 5-1 Mariners. They have left 9 men on base. 5-1. Sean White will continue. Sean came on to get the last couple of outs in the 7th inning. Came on to pick up Eric Bedard, who went 6 1/3, a 1-run, 4-hit ball, 3 walks and 7 Ks. Sean White on Nissan shift to the bullpen. He'll face Adam Jones. This will be the second, I think that the third time Adam Jones is leading off an inning. Strike one to the center fielder for the Orioles. Jones 1 for 3 tonight. On the strike, Jones, Markakis, and Huff here in the 8th inning. Pitch 1-2. Both of these teams at 24 wins, 28 losses. Mariners 3rd place in the AL West. Orioles last in the AL East. Sharply hit in the right field, a base hit. Jones 2 for 4. Be careful with this next hitter, Nick Markakis. 1 for 3 with a walk last night. 0 for 2 with a walk here tonight.
Nobody up in the Mariner pen.
That's right. Markakis, he's the RBI leader for these Orioles.
See if Sean can get him to roll over on a 2-seam fastball away, get a double play ball.
It's one of those that better be hit at somebody, because both Jones and this kid can run really well.
And the hard thing with Markakis is he hits from line to line. He'll spray the ball, so he won't necessarily try to pull that pitch, especially being down. See, that's exactly what Sean's trying to do. And 2-seamer away from him, trying to get him to roll over on something. He'll hit the ball the other way.
Two and 0. Strike. Mariners have left runners on base in every inning tonight. Left 2 on in the 2nd, 2 in the 7th. Jones dives back.
Well, offensively, they've either scored or had a man in scoring position in every inning.
Yeah. 9 LOBs, 9 men left on base. Markakis 2-2.
Mark Lowe is now up, throwing in the Mariner pen. There's Mark.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Markakis. Goes back over, keep Jones close. Sean White would love a DP. Infield set for 2. Bouncing balls might get it. Lopez throws high.
Oh, he caught a break. He hit the railing over where the camera well is. So Markakis will have to stay at first base. Take a look at it. Lopez trying to finish the double play on his own. Looked like Bedcourt was there in plenty of time. He had to run quite a ways. Typically, you'll see him throw the ball or flip it. At that point, it hits right on the railing and comes back in the field of play. So they catch a little bit of a break.
Johnny Lubas, good quicks there, pal. Way to get out of the way. But they do. That's a heck of a break.
That's a good break.
Camera stayed steady. Here's a drive to center field. Gutierrez taking a look, and he's there at the track. Markakis had to tag second on his way back, and he makes it. So Huff again flying out to deep center field. That's 3 times tonight, and he did it twice last night.
I don't think Franklin realized that Markakis was all the way around second base. Yeah, that's what he's telling him. He didn't see it.
2 outs. Markakis gets back safely. Third baseman Melvin Mora. 1 for 3, a double and a stolen base. Phillies leading at San Diego 10-5. Raul Ibanez has hit home runs number 18 and 19. Fouled off by Mora. Count evens at 1-1. Eric Bedard started 6 1/3, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He threw 112 pitches, 71 for strikes. Now, ball and 2 strikes to Mora. John White, totally different picture from what we've seen the last couple of years.
I was just thinking that the Mariners bullpen has done a great job from the start of the season to where they're at today. And you look at them, they have a number of guys that have been injured. Kelly's not here right now. Jack Kabowski's had to go in the rotation.
He threw terrific 2 innings last night.
Well, the depth, the Mariners did a nice job of having guys in the pen to start the year, and then as they were getting injured, certain guys were getting called up, White being one of them, and the depth that they've had out in the pen has been terrific.
There's 2 headgear. Says it all about the mentality of this group. Popped up, playable. Rob Johnson. Beltre coming in, calling him off, makes the catch. Inning over. Sean White getting the job done again to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 5-1 Mariners.
On FSN, The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Mariners with a 5-1 lead over the Baltimore Orioles. Franklin Gutierrez to lead it off here in the 8th. Mariners have left somebody on the bases every inning of this ball game. They've left 9. Gutierrez, a walk, fly out, and a base hit to center. Matt Albers will continue. That came on in the 7th inning. Got the final 2 outs. Gave up a walk and a strikeout. Mariners have lost their last 2 games by 1 run. 9-8 and 1-0. 0-2 to the Mariners center fielder. be at the 500 mark had they been able to come up with a couple of add-on runs Sunday and picked up a run yesterday. A couple of runs yesterday. You can understand the frustration of the last couple of nights. 1-2.
Orioles have Jamie Walker up in the pen, the left-hander. Get him ready for Ichiro, Branyan, and Jr.
Albers is ready. Here's the 1-2. Unload. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Interesting stretch here for the Mariners. Quick homestand. He got Minnesota for 3, then on the road for about 10 days. At Baltimore for 3, at Colorado for 3, at San Diego for 3. Breaking ball blown right by Melvin Mora. So base hit for Gutierrez. That's his second consecutive base hit. A 2-for-3 night for Franklin.
That's good to see Franklin Gutierrez getting high. Gets a slider that he hits in the hole over on the left side of the infield. Nice try by Mora. But a solid base hit for Gutierrez. Mariners another leadoff hitter that reaches base.
And Tremblay marching out to make a pitching change. He'll bring in his 4th pitcher of the night, Jamie Walker. 5-1 Mariners. We can say that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Jamie Walker's the new pitcher for the Orioles. Left-hander, veteran, been around, and he gets the face Ichiro. And the numbers on Jamie Walker. High ERA, opponent's average high as well.
Melvin Mora up for the bunt.
Gutierrez at first after a leadoff base hit. Strike 1 to Ichiro. Just joining us, Ichiro, infield hit in the 1st inning. Establishing new standard, 26-game hitting streak. Mariners new standard, breaking Ichiro's 2007 record. Ichiro 6 for 16 with a home run against Jamie Walker. Always like to see Area 51 man. A guy had a U.S. Cavalry hat. Fly ball center field. Adam Jones right there. 1 out here in the 8th. Gutierrez gets back. Big matchup this Saturday. for Casey Keller and the Seattle Sounders FC. They're going to be in Southern California taking on the powerhouse Chivas USA. Sounders are trying to find the win column after 5 straight draws in MLS play. Make sure you catch all the action this Saturday night, 10 p.m. FSN and FSN HD. Well, here's one of the stories of the game here. Russell Branyan has been a really good hitter for the Mariners. They move him up to the 2-hold for tonight's game. Couldn't hold up.
1 for 3 with a walk. I think it's another one of the reasons. Here he is with his 5th at bat of the game, with the opportunity to swing it.
Been struggling the way the Mariner offense has been going to try anything.
Mark Lowe up in the pen for the Mariners.
Ball and strike to Russell Branyan. How surprised are you that he has done so well against left-handed pitching?
I don't know if I would say surprised. I was curious on how he was going to do. You never know until somebody gets an opportunity, and he's made the most of it. It's just, it takes a chance. You get pigeonholed in an area where people think that you're one type of player. And maybe just knowing that he's going to continue to get his at-bats every day, he's been able to relax a little bit and do a nice job against left-handers.
Doesn't have to look at the board because he's been told you're going to be in there every day. 2-1. They get 2-2. Give you an idea, one of the things that certainly motivated Don Wakamatsu to move Branyan up to the 2-hole. Last 27 games, Mariners runners in scoring position, batting average of .179. 2-2. Gutierrez takes off, and he has stolen the base. It's his 3rd of the year. Ichiro has a stolen base today, and now Gutierrez has one as well. Meanwhile, Branyan's got a 3-2 count. Chance to score. Speedy Gutierrez, the 3-2 breaking ball hit a long way. That's not coming back. That's way out of here. Russell Branyan has left the ballpark. For Big Russ, his 12th home run. RBIs 24 and 25, and there's some add-on runs by the Mariners. Got it on a full count.
Russell gets a 3-2 breaking ball, and he sits all over. You can see it right in the middle of the plate, no doubt about it. He knows as soon as he hits it, he's crushed it out to right center field. Wow. It's great when a plan comes together, isn't it?
It sure is. Ding, 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 ding. 7-1.
Don Wakamatsu moves him up to the 2nd spot to get him that extra at bat. Pays huge dividends for the Mariners.
Dude, not only did you catch a 401-foot home run, you're on TV and calling everybody in Husky Nation, it appears, as Beltre sends a high pop up to short center field for Adam Jones, 2 down. Nice catch, too. Yeah. Hey, went to the game, stuck it out, caught a home run ball. And the Mariners with a 7-1 lead.
We had a lot of pine tar on that UW hat.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be doubly happy. The Mariners lead, and Washington won the national championship in softball. Earlier this evening, Danielle Laurie and company will be here on Friday. Make sure you come out and help salute the national champions, the Washington Huskies. Junior's doubled his last 2 times up. Mark Lowe will be brought in, pitched the 9th inning. Mariners with 14 hits tonight. 2-1. Breaking ball in near Branyan. Most recent home run last week at Oakland, 27th of May. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ken Griffey Jr. There's a drive to right field. Markakis giving ground. He's going to watch that one leap the yard. Ken Griffey Jr. on a slow breaking ball gets it out of here. His 6th home run, and the Mariners continue to pour it on. Jr. home run number 6, RBI number 15. That's 3 consecutive hits for Jr. tonight. 2 doubles and a home run. It's 8-1 Seattle.
You mentioned it, Dave. He gets a breaking ball similar to the one that Branyan hit. He's out in front of it just a little bit, but throws his hands at it and hits a line drive into the right field seats.
Lopez, meanwhile, back to live action. Fly ball left field, foul territory. Moore can't get it. Junior homers on a 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball. Branyan homered on a breaking ball, a 3-2 pitch. And another guy on the phone with the folks on TV and a souvenir. It was hit by Ken Griffey Jr. Hey, I caught one from Ken Griffey Jr. Lopez drives one. Long run, Adam Jones. Deep left center field. It's off the fence, and Lopez is in the second with a double. Jose Lopez with his 3rd 2-base hit tonight to go along with 3 RBIs.
Adam Jones runs a long ways trying to come up with this. It looks like it goes off of his glove. No, he just misses it, hits the base of the wall. Mariners are just pounding Jamie Walker. See that ball hit the base of the fence?
The pitching coach, Rick Kranitz, going out to speak with Walker. Walker came in with Gutierrez already on first. Got a leadoff single off of Albers. Ichiro flied out. Branyan homered a 2-run shot on a 3-2 pitch. Beltre flied out to center. And then Griffey homers to right in a 2-2. And now Lopez left center field, a 2-base hit.
Well, the Mariners with 16 hits now in the game. 8 of them for extra bases.
And again, prior to this inning, they'd left 9 men on. Bedard got an RBI opportunity. Russell Branyan and the Mariners a lot looser now after that 1-0 heartbreaker last night. Bedard can't get it by Moore. Melvin throws across and gets him. But a productive inning. 2-run homer by Branyan. A solo home run by Griffey. Nice job of run it up by the Mariners. They put a 3 spot on the board. It's 8-1, and Denny Stark now is going to come on and Offensive explosion tonight by the Mariners, an 8-1 lead as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Mariners and Diamondbacks, they're going to face off Saturday, June 20th. First 15,000 fans receive a Ken Griffey Jr. t-shirt thanks to Trader Joe's. You do not want to miss this giveaway featuring one of the most popular Mariners players in Mariner history, so visit mariner.com for tickets. Junior with a home run tonight, his 6th of the year, coming in that 3 runs in the 8th inning, 4 hits in that inning, a couple of home runs, Brandon and Griffey. And Russell Brandon moved, big story as he's moved to the 2-hole and comes up with a big productive night. 2-run homer and a run scored and a single in the first. Take a look at the pitching matchup tomorrow. Jason Vargas, Brad Bergeson. New pitchers Denny Stark. And he's going to pinch hit for Ty Wigginton, Felix, PA. Lead of the Chicago Cubs. Fouled off. 0 for 1 pinch hitting thus far. Denny Stark trying to get the final 3 outs here. Make a winner out of Eric Bedard. Be Bedard's first home win. Home run by Ken Griffey Jr., number 617 of his Hall of Fame career. Two and two. Stark now is on a full count. Matt Wieters is on deck. Three and two to PA. Down the line, fair ball. Interfered with by a fan. Automatic double. For PA. Got it on a 3-2 pitch.
A lot of fastballs away from PA because he just hits a little slicer. Looked like maybe it hit the line. Yeah, right off of it. You can see the chalk come up.
Denny Stark, first hitter, doubles. Reach base here in the 9th inning. Brings up Matt Wieters. Wieters with the ground out to third, a base hit to left and a walk. Good to see the Mariners get some runs on the board.
Driving baseball tonight. 8 extra base hits. A bunch of doubles, a couple of home runs.
Bedard going to come out to start. Talk to Stark. He went 3-2 on PA, and now he's 2-0 to Matt Wieters. Nice job by Sean White, inning of 2/3. 1 hit, no runs. Jose Lopez, one of the heroes tonight. He's doubled 3 times tonight, driven in 3 runs. And in another at bat, he moved a runner from second to third with a hit to the right side. Franklin Gutierrez, he's got a couple of hits and a stolen base. 2-0. Back with a strike. The 2-1. Stark back with strike 2 to Matt Wieters. 2-2. Bouncing ball. Runners go to advance. Lopez throws out leaders, 1 out. Some good reading here. The Mariner box score. Ichiro, Brandon in the 2-hole today. Very productive night. Indy Chavez, he contributed with the sacrifice back in the 2nd inning. Moved Johnson up to 3rd, but the Mariners could not get him in.
They will be lost in this game. It's a pretty good pitching. Eric Bedard, nice job tonight. Sean White, very good again.
Don't forget, Mariners Live follows tonight's game. Drive to right field. Ichiro going back. Just short of the track. Makes a catch. 2nd out. Scoring PA. Sac fly for Robert Andino. Andino picks up an RBI, his 3rd. Two outs. And that brings up Luke Scott. Scott pinch hit back in the 7th inning for his tourists. And an RBI and a ground out. Two outs. Mariners up 8-2. Bouncing ball. This will do it. Lopez throws over to Brandon. Ball game. Mariners win it 8-2. And a tremendous display of power this evening. And one of the big stories, Ken Griffey Jr. hit career home run number 617. That came after Branyan hit a big 2-run homer, his 12th of the year. And a big story there, Russell Branyan moved into the 2-hole, and he had a very good night. How about Ichiro? He chips in nicely with the